We live in a world where everyone's afraid to speak their mind and say what they really think. Maybe because they're afraid of being judged, or they're afraid of other people looking at them weird, or they just want to fit in the crowd. But as someone who likes to cause chaos and destruction everywhere I go, I'm gonna give you some of the most controversial topics you can bring up at the most inappropriate times. Oh, grandpa just died? Damn, RIP, cut. He was a real one. But what's up with them gays though? Now, marriage has been around for thousands of years. This dumbass tradition started back in 2350 BBC, and that BBC stands for Back Before Christ, and not the kind Jason Love was given to Adam 22's wife. This nigga pathetic. Now, you gotta understand, marriage made a lot of sense back in those days because the average person lived to like 20 years old maximum. So you find you a bad little biatch, and you 18 years old, so you horny as hell, you like, damn, the hips right, the body right, the neck game. Oh god, the neck game. The neck game is tremendous. It could kill a man. You'd have thought shorty had no teeth. So boom, you 18 years old, you know you got like 2 more years to live. You like, alright, shorty annoying as hell, but she bad and the neck game is out of this world. So I'm gonna put up with her bullshit for 2 years, put some kids in this bitch, and then boom, I'm out of here. So marriage made sense because you were only gonna be married for like 2 years maximum before the Grand Reaper crept up on you. But I don't know what kind of crack they were smoking to think that marriage would be suitable in 2023. The average life expectancy in 2023 is 72 years old, even though we eat like we trying to die. But let's say someone get married at 25, which is a good age. Now, if my math is correct, you're telling me I'm gonna have to be married to this insufferable bitch for 47 years of my precious life. Man, forget dying of old age. Her nagging gonna get to you before cancer does. And I know some people be saying, well, actually, if you just pick the right person and work through things, you can be happily married. Nigga, hush. Nigga, you really think motherfuckers out here deliberately picking somebody they hate to marry? Like, I'm not walking into a feminist protest and picking out the worst, most combative bitch I could find and saying, yup, that's the one, I want to marry that one. Now, obviously, you got some people who deliberately marry the wrong person even though they have more red flags than a referee. Like, you got some people who go to Vegas for one night, get drunk, get high off some booger sugar, propose to and marry an actual stripper. I mean, if that's not self-sabotage, I don't know what is, bruh. I mean, at least try and propose to one of the rich guys in Vegas first. Who knows, one of them might say yes. I mean, what do you got to lose, except for them gag reflex? But for the most part, most normal people marry somebody they think they love and they think they're gonna be together with forever. And guess what? The divorce rate is 56%. Listen, 56%. Nigga, that is preposterous. If I told you, hey, yo, bro, run to the store for me real quick, but you got a 56% chance of getting hit by a bus, you gonna sit your ass down, you ain't stepping nowhere near that damn door. So if you wouldn't take that risk with your life, then why the hell would you take a risk like that with your emotional state and your financial state? Because the worst part of a divorce ain't just your heart being broken, but the bitch walk over with half your shit like she bought it. And I'll be damned if a little floozy walk over with the top half of my PS5. And the 50-50 split doesn't even make any sense. You could be an actual millionaire, right? And you marry a hot girl because you know she was shaped like an ocho and you got urges. And now you get divorced. She's entitled to half your shit that you built over years just because she had some ass and you wanted to see what it was like from the back. Man, I ain't letting no female get over me with that, bro. Bitch, you was broke when I met you, and to the slums you shall return when we split. A hitman costs like 50K. Shoot, forget a hitman, I could just pay a Jamaican to take your whole family out for a visa. And all these divorces that are happening, is it because the people are bad, or is it because they cheat too much? Nah, I don't think so. I think it's because people weren't meant to be this close to each other and committed for this extended period of time. Now, remember when I told you that marriage was originally here because motherfuckers would be married for like 2 years and then get packed up and sent to heaven? And it made a lot of sense because in 2 years, you still getting to know each other. You still finding out new things about each other. You still find each other's jokes funny. You still find little things cute about each other. You still got love in your heart for the bitch. So after 2 years when you died, she was still in love with you. So it's not like, damn, thank God this nigga finally up out of here. But now in 2023, let's say I marry at 25 and I live to 72 years old. I gotta spend my days with this shorty for 47 years. In the first 2 years, it's cool, you feel me? You still getting to know each other. I still love her relatively, you know, somewhat. I still find her burps to be cute, but in 5 years, she... In 10 years, she... You fucking serious? In 20 years, she... Yeah, I'm about to kill this bitch. I just think it's too much time to be around one person. Now, you do have these rare couples that last a long time and love each other until the very end, but you also got motherfuckers motherfuckers who win the lottery doesn't mean you gonna see me at a gas station buying tickets. Now, you wanna know what's even worse than divorce in a marriage? It's a sexless marriage. You have people who actually are married but don't have sex, and people who stay together, quote unquote, for the kids. Man, fuck them kids. I'ma get me some fresh punani, and yo shit ain't hit like it used to for about 10 years now, so I don't even care. And now you got a little attitude on top of all that? I ain't staying together for no damn kids, and I'ma tell them kids exactly why we split up. Your mama got a bad attitude and some dry pussy. Say it with me now, kids. Yup, mama got some dry pussy. Yeah, that's right. And I don't understand how these guys do it, bro. There was this one guy who stayed in a sexless marriage for 6 years, and how he got his relief was by getting a hand job at the little masseuse places. You know, the little Asian chick, she like, would you like happy ending? You like, yeah, give me a happy ending. So he was paying $50 for a happy ending, and to be honest, that's not even cheating. A hand job is just a pathetic way of being your meat. Side note for you females, don't ever offer me a hand job. Can't nobody beat my dick better than me. Don't insult me like that. But the man was an actual millionaire, making $1 million a year, paying bills, providing for the family, buying food for the family, buying groceries, and at the end of the day, he couldn't even get a piece of land fish from his wife. That ain't your wife, bro. That's your housemate. Now, I can keep going about how dumb marriage is and why we shouldn't get married, but we gonna move on to the next topic. But before that, I know y'all all asking me, yo Jojo, since you so wise, what solution do you have to marriage? Just don't get married. If y'all together and y'all already love each other, a piece of paper ain't gonna do nothing but complicate things. I say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If y'all love each other and want to stay together, just keep doing y'all thing. And if one day, God forbid, y'all get tired of each other, y'all can just break up without the court and the government getting all up in your business. Now, I don't hate tipping because I'm a cheap nigga. Quite the opposite. I'm quite the rich nigga. Or as the blacks say, a baller. Now, you can catch me on a regular Tuesday at Roof Chris or Benihana's just kicking it. I ain't buying none, but I'm at the restaurant. That's what counts. Now, where tipping pisses me off is when the nigga just expect more money because you paid a lot for a meal. Bro, if I just paid $500 for a meal, you really think I'm gonna tip you $100? I already spent my rent here trying to impress this bitch, and now you want me to tip you with my grocery budget? You crazy? And for what? You ain't did nothing but your job, nigga. Bring me my food and get the fuck on. I'm trying to impress this little Spanish thing, and you over here messing up my riz. And the look they give you when you don't tip them, it's like they did something extraordinary that you not thanking them for. When I go to work and I do what I was hired to do I go to my boss and say, hey, yo, boss man, I know you hired me for a job and I did the job, but can I get some extra money? Exactly. That's how I lost my first job. I learned my lesson. And I don't want to hear, you know, they get paid below minimum wage and the tip is supposed to even it. Not my problem. Not my problem, nigga. Go talk to your boss about that. Not my problem. I ain't your boss. The next waiter to ask me for a tip gonna end up like that boy from The Sopranos.
Go piss it away at blackjack, f***ing asshole.
Oh!
Now, I've always been against sex before marriage, even when I was younger, because even then I knew I'd never buy a car without test driving it.